Hey y'all, 4Sims Game here, and it has dropped the official gameplay trailer for The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. So let's just dive in, check out the details, and see what all we think about this pack. Is it, a fairy flop or very fabulous? I know a lot of people, there's some debate on what people think about it. So let's check it out and see what we think. Before we get started, please drop a like and please subscribe. All right, let's get going. It starts out being narrated here by Mother Nature. I love the accent. And the world looks beautiful. The build by items here I love. I like the detail that we're about to see here of being able to go in, water your plants, feed your plants, talk to your plants, take care of your house plants. I like it. It's a small thing, and it certainly shouldn't be a huge expansion feature, but I'm glad that they're adding in that little bit of realism and that little bit of immersion. I like that little fairy that we saw that was dancing around, splashing in the sink. I like that the fairy form is still the sim. Like, you can still see them and all their features and everything. It's just a sized down version of the sim. It's not just a little ball of light flying around. So I like that. Right here, just a good sampling of the plants and the shelves and desk. Beautiful build by items. I am so excited to see what people build with these items. I can just imagine some fantastic stuff. I like this little detail here where you can name your plants. I like that. And like I said, just being able to talk to your plants and care for your house plants. That's nice. This looks like, I like that they're like, fairies are here. It's a huge, reveal announcement. It looks like, if you are wanting to become a fairy, it looks like there is a little pathway to that. That is not just something instantaneous that you can do, but it doesn't seem to be something overly complicated either. It looks like you can kind of quickly go through a little short quest line to be able to become a fairy, just from the way it looks here. And the customization on the wings is beautiful. I love all the details that we're getting. I like that we're gonna be able to use the color wheel and the paint mode and create some fantastic wings. I'm wondering if they're gonna give us the ability to put wings on the gallery, like with tattoos and stuff, so that you can design a pair of wings, put them on the gallery, other people can download them, use them for their fairies. That would be amazing. I don't know if we're going to get that ability or not, but I think that would be really amazing if we did. Because that way you could really get some fantastic designs for your fairies, especially if you're not particularly artistic. I am not particularly artistic when it comes to things like using the paint mode, so being able to get wings that other people have designed would be amazing. They're going through, with the showing off the casts. I'm a little iffy on the casts. I like some of the things that I'm seeing. Let me go back a little bit so we can jump back into it. Yeah, so I like some of the items that I'm seeing. I just not sure how much I'll use some of this. Like the dress there on the end, the butterfly style dress, is absolutely beautiful. I just don't know how often I'll use it. So being able to see the color swatches will be helpful. Sometimes it's just a simple swatch that can make the difference on something that you want to use and something you don't want to use. The little overalls there are cute on that last sim there. I could see using those. Here we see how the fairies are, their needs. They have like an emotional force need. So instead of, looks like instead of hunger and bladder, it looks like you have those are gone. You have an emotional force need that you have to fulfill, and there's different ways they can do it. They can do it through potions, or they can siphon siphon emotions off of other sims. And it looks like if they don't fulfill their emotional needs, then that can take them out. So this is really cute. I love the fairy woohoo that we have going on here. Again, I like that you can see the Sims in their, the full form. It's not just little balls of light running around. And I like that it looked like you can shrink other Sims. So I don't think the other Sim was a fairy. So it looks like you can shrink other Sims with you. So that's kind of cool. I loved this part. This was one of my favorite parts, was seeing the little fairy fly into the dollhouse, lay down to take a nap. Personally, and maybe I'm asking too much here, I would have liked to have seen the fairy lay down on the bed to fall asleep instead of on the floor. But that's okay. Like I said, maybe that was asking too much. But I do like the fact that they can go into the dollhouse. I'm hoping there's more interactions there. I'm hoping they can play around in the dollhouse and do other things. And then if there is a child sim that is playing with their dolls, they can interact with them while they're playing. Those would be some interactions that would just be really, really cute that I hope they add. So I hope it's not just this. I hope there's more to that. Next up, we get to see some of the abilities, and we see that our fairies have a talent tree. Like the other occults, there's a talent tree. They have it separated here with manipulation, emotion, nature, and then customization. I'm not sure what the customization could entail, so I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to do for us. I like that they do have several different types of fairies that you can build your points through, or put your ability points in. I'm most excited for the manipulation, of course, because I think it will be fun to have an evil little manipulative fairy running around creating havoc, aging people up, aging up Sims I don't like, or here in a minute, like we're gonna see how they can influence emotions and be disruptive and cause fights between Sims. I think that just sounds like a lot of fun. I think I'll enjoy wreaking a little havoc there. I think we all enjoy doing that. This is showing the foraging and living off the land. I know a lot of people have been talking about that this feels sort of like recycled content because of werewolves being able to do some of these things. And I understand what you're saying about that, and I don't completely disagree. However, this gives an ability for all Sims to do it, it's also an ability for if you don't have the werewolves pack, or if you don't play with werewolves, then you have the option here to be able to do it with other sims, and it opens up a little bit more gameplay that way. I do wonder how it's going to affect the Rags of Riches challenges that we have. I can definitely see, people incorporating it, but I worry it's going to almost kind of make those challenges obsolete in a way, when you can just forage for your food and bathe in the pond and, sleep on the ground without having to worry about purchasing things to meet those needs. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect Rags or Riches challenges, but do look forward to seeing how people incorporate those, or maybe tweak rules on those challenges a little bit to maybe keep some of that, using those at bay a little. I don't know. I'm interested to see what people do there, and how it affects those challenges. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you think it's going to hurt those challenges, help the challenges, just make them too easy. Let me know what you think. I had to say, I absolutely love the Sims outfit. I think it's really cute. I can see using this, and I like the fact that the headpiece looks like it must be like maybe a hat or something, because she's not wearing it here, and it looks like the same hairstyle. And I hope that's true, because I hate that when the hair accessories are tied to the hairstyle and are tied to the hair color, so that you only get one color option depending on the color of your hair, and that can be really frustrating sometimes. This is a new system here. It looks like luck and unlucky and balance and imbalance. I'm a little concerned about this, honestly, just because I'm wondering how much this is going to affect our Sims and how hard it's going to be to stay balanced. I can see it being, it could possibly be a little disruptive to gameplay if it's really hard to stay balanced. So I hope that there's maybe a toggle on and off for it, so that if it's not something you enjoy, or if it's not something that you want to have to try to keep up with, that you don't have to. That would be nice. I'm not sure if we'll get that or not, but hopefully that's an option. It could be interesting though, and it could be it could definitely add some challenge in. And it looks like, if you do become unbalanced, that is when some of the illnesses occur for you, and when you then get to visit the apothecary for a potion. And I'm excited about this profession. I definitely can see using it, maybe combining businesses and hobbies with this, and having an in-home apothecary shop where, where all the Sims come to. I have to admit, this guy here though, I am not a fan of the beard. It's not my style. Now, some people may love it. It's not my style. I don't imagine ever using it on my Sims. I like the Sim otherwise, but the beard's just not cutting it for me. Let me know what you think about the beard in the comments. I really want to know, do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you going to use it? I definitely want to hear what you think. Then we get to see some different plants and shrubs, it looks like, that are going to be used in the apothecary skill to create different cures and elixirs. So like I said, I'm really excited about this career. I can definitely see having a lot of fun with it. Then we get to see some images of the world, and I have to say I think my favorite neighborhood is Spruce Dairy Grove. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I like the builds that I see that they have shown us in this particular neighborhood. I know that some Simmers collaborated with the Sims and did the builds, or at least some of the builds, and we know that the builds are always fantastic when the Simming community makes them. So I'm very excited to check out the builds. But like I said, the ones I'm seeing in these pictures are beautiful, and I can't wait to check out the inside of the builds as well. But I definitely think Spruce Dairy Grove is my favorite neighborhood. I can see putting my Sims here to live. I'm excited for that. And then Everdew, I'm wondering if Everdew is the more magical area, the more fairy area. And I wonder if this is inside that fairy house. It kind of implies it, but it doesn't. We don't know that for sure. But I think that would be really neat if you can, you shrink down, you fly into the little fairy house, and it's actually a fairy bar or nightclub or something. And I'm wondering how much opportunity we're going to get to build those items. Are we going to be able to just change them? Can we change the way the insides look? Can we build our own? I'm just kind of interested to see what they allow us to do there. But I love the way this bar looks. The items here are great. I'm really looking forward to the build by, or checking out the build by and just seeing what people do. This is, of course, Mother Nature's X Spruce. I'm sure there are going to be some opportunities for more gameplay there as well. So yeah, I am actually really excited. I think this was a good gameplay trailer. I think it gave us a lot of information. We got to see a lot of different aspects of the pack, not just fairies, but we got to see the illnesses and the apothecary and some of the plant and the foraging. And so I think they tried to cover as much as they could and give us a good idea. It was a pretty long trailer too. So I'm excited. I am looking forward to this pack. I would love to hear what you think down in the comments. Let me know, are you getting the pack? Are you not getting the pack? If not, why not? Have you already purchased it? Yeah, let me know what you think. I can't wait to hear it. And I guess we just have a little bit to wait before we get to actually check it out for ourselves. So please, again, like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.